Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the fourth chapter of your book, Flamingo, The Rat Trap. It's an allegorical story written by Selma Lazaroff. We have many Nobel laureates in the list of our writers, and Selma Lazaroff, she is the first woman poet or poetess who got Nobel Prize in Literature. In this story, we'll find the transformation of a man from a simple man, he becomes a human being. And what is the duty of the civilized world is done properly here. So we start the story. Once upon a time, there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of wire. He made them himself at odd moments from the material he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. Here, our protagonist is a rat trap peddler, but he doesn't trade this properly. Why I am telling so? Because when we are trading anything, what we do? We sell something and then we get the amount and then we invest. We invest the amount in our business, but he doesn't invest. Whatever he gets, he consumes. And naturally, he doesn't get his pile from this, so he has to procure some other means of livelihood. What is that thing? He steals. Not a big thief like Dhum, but a petty thief. But even so, the business was not especially profitable, so he had to resort to both begging and petty thievery to keep body and soul together. Just find how beautiful it is written. To keep body and soul together. Even so, his clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and hunger gleamed in his eyes because he was very ill-fed, not well-fed. No one can imagine how sad and monotonous life can appear to such a vagabond who plods along the road left to his own meditations. But one day, this man had fallen into a line of thought which really seemed to him entertaining. What is this thing? When a person is quite ill at ease, he is not good in mind because the circumstances oblige him to do so. When he finds that there is no good for him, so when he finds that others are in problem, naturally he becomes quite happy. It's the human psychology. Very good psychology is propagated here. He had naturally been thinking of his rat traps when suddenly he was struck by the idea that the whole world about him, the whole world with its lands and seas, its cities and villages, was nothing but a big rat trap. It had never existed for any other purpose than to set baits for people. It offered riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rat trap offered cheese and pork, and as soon as anyone let himself be tempted to touch the bait, it closed in on him, and then everything came to an end. That means what he finds that the whole world is a rat trap and everybody is entrapped. So he becomes quite happy with this idea.